Hi, good morning. This is Manikant Reddy, studying in Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, simply called IARE. Today, I want to explain TikTok video on the subject of network security. My roll number is 22951 A6238. Today, I want to explain one topic in network security called service-oriented security indications for use. Today, I want to explain with the word some slides using slides slides. Okay. So when discussing service oriented security indications for use, we generally refer to best practices, guidelines, and frameworks that ensure security in service oriented architectures, simply called SOA. This is increasingly important with the rise of cloud computing, microservices, and distributed applications. Below is detailed overview of the key aspects. In this aspects, understand first we have to understand first one, understanding service oriented architecture. What is service oriented architecture? Simply called SOA. We have to know first what is SOA. The definition called SOA is an architectural pattern where services are provided to other components by application components through a communication protocol over a network. Components it typically involve service consumers, service providers, and service register. We have to know what is the full form of SOA. SOA means what? Service oriented architecture. Next, we'll go to next slide. Call second one aspect is security challenges in SOA. Inter-service communication. Data may transfer through various network segments, making it susceptible to interception. Service discovery, exposing services in a registry can lead to unauthorized access. Dynamic nature, services can be created and destroyed on the fly, complicating security management, data integrity, and confidentiality. Sensitive data may be exposed in transmit or at rest. And third aspect is security principles and best practices. So we have to know what is the security principles and best practices for network. Least privilege, grant only the permission necessary for services of function. Only we have to give only permissions for authorized persons only. Defense in depth implement multiple layers of security controls like firewalls, intrusion detection system, authentication and authorization use strong authentication mechanisms like Earth and OpenID connect and enforce robust authorization policies. Data encryption ensure data is encrypted. Manikant, Manikant, not yours. Authentication. Use strong authentication mechanisms. Data encryption ensure data is encrypted both in transit using TLS and at rest. Logging and monitoring. Implement logging of access and modification to services for adult and monitoring purposes. Regular security audits. Conduct the period security assessments to identify vulnerabilities and compliance with policies, etc. So, security standards and frameworks, WS security, a standard that defines how integrity and confidentiality can be provided to messages in SOAP. So, SOAP. SOAP. So, Auth 2.0, an authorization framework that allows third-party services to exchange information without sharing credentials. OpenID Connect. It means that an identity layer on top of the Auth 2.0 that verifies identity users based on the authentication performed by an authorization server. NIST Cybersecurity Framework offer guidelines on managing cybersecurity risk. Indications for use. Access risk. Conduct a thorough risk assessment to understand potential threats and vulnerabilities. Define security policies. Establish clear security policies that outline the expected behavior and controls. Implement security controls. Deploy a technical control like firewall, intrusion detection system, and access controls. Regular training ensure all personnel involved. ఓకే సార్ చెప్పు మనల్ని చెప్పు ఇట్లా వచ్చేసినాయి అని చెప్పు నా పేరు చెప్పు ఇస్తాను Regular training ensure all personnel involved with services are trained in security practices and aware of potential threats. Incident response plan. Develop and maintain an incident response plan to quickly address security breaches. Continuous improvement. Feedback loops. Integrate feedback mechanisms to learn from those incidents and continuously improve security measures. Stay updated. Always stay updated. Keep updating the system for uh, not hacking your system. Keep abreast of the latest security threats and update the security architecture accordingly. And finally, conclusion is that security in service-oriented architectures requires a comprehensive approach that combines technical measures, policy enforcement, and continuous monitoring. By following the outlined best practices and using established framework, organization can be better protect and their services and data in an increasingly complex and interconnected environment. This is all about the uh, word SOA, SOA and service-oriented security indications for use. Okay, so this is all about that topic. We have seen Okay, closing the session now.